Hey guys, in today's vlog, we are going to talk about intuition, and it's going to be finding your level of intuition, understanding it, and enhancing it. So in order to understand what intuition is, I want to give you a definition of two different sources, Webster's and dictionary.com. So first, what is intuition? The ability to recognize something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. So recognizing something without conscious reasoning. That's one definition. The second one is attaining direct knowledge or cognition without evident rational thought or interference. So in both of these definitions, the common thread is that it's a recognition of something without reasoning, without consciousness or your subconscious mind or your ego, even worse, your ego kicking in. Now, what is that something? That's what I want to describe in this vlog. That something, like, how does it feel? How does it come throughout your body? And what's your level? How good are you at picking up your intuition? So the first part is, like, how good are you at really knowing yourself? Do you know what deja vu is? Have you felt deja vu? Are you aware of exactly, like, where does deja vu come from? Are you tapping into timelines? What's happening? Have you experienced being deja vu? Is when you're somewhere, when you're going through an experience, but in that experience that you're going through, you feel like you've done it before, like you've been there before. There's just this, like, feeling that you've had this conversation with that other person before. So if you have experienced deja vu in your life, I'm gonna say that your intuition and your ability to pick up on that intuition, whether you know it or not, is pretty good. But the level of really how quickly you pick up on intuition is a process, and it needs to be practiced. So the way I can gauge, or when I started in this journey, I gauged my intuitive levels, was how I became present to intuition, one, and two was my follow through with that intuition. So the first thing that you need to do is know when Spirit is nudging you, because that's what happens. Spirit nudges you. That's what an intuition is. It's your higher self nudging you a little bit, guiding you a little bit. It only nudges you once, and it's up to you to listen. And it says it softly. I have said this so many times now. What it feels like is going to be on you. Everybody is different. So I know when I started, my intuition would come kind of in my gut. It was a gut feeling. I think a lot of us have these gut feelings. So I would feel it in my gut, and I had to learn to recognize that feeling. So I was horrible at following through intuition because I was taught to suppress it. I wasn't taught to go with your gut feeling. I was taught, no. You just go with what you see, your five senses. That sixth sense, your intuition, means nothing. So I often suppressed my intuition. So the first thing was me recognizing. So level, like, you're hovering around level 1 to 3. We're going to go to level 10. 1 to 3, when you begin to recognize your intuition. So it comes in feelings. For some people, it comes in blocks of thought form. For other people, some people's your ears will start ringing. Like, there's so many ways intuition can come to you, and these ways will expand as you become better at following through with your intuition. So like I said, for me at first, it would just be a gut feeling, and the gut feeling was a very strong yes or a very strong no. I'm saying strong, but I kind of had to I want to take that back a little bit because spirit never talks to you strongly or in a fearful way. So when I say very strong, I mean in a soft sense. It's kind of like, you know, a mom would be like, yes, or a mom, a very caring, loving, nurturing mother would say like, no, yes, no. It feels like that. So when I first started, so 1 to 3, level 1 to 3 is just picking up on the feelings of the yes and no. And for me, they started in my gut. As I began following through, step 2, follow through with every single intuition in order to get to step 5 to 8. So step 1 to 3 is recognizing the intuition where it starts in your body. Is it coming through a feeling? Is it ringing in your ears? Is it coming immediately as a thought form? Is it coming in your chest? Do you feel expansion? Does your throat get clogged? What is happening? How is do your feet start burning? Like, how is your intuition coming to you? That's level 1 to 3. Level 4 to 5, let's even say 6, is when you begin to recognize it and then follow through. Once you begin to follow through, and it'll be a very quiet yet strong, feminine, yin, motherly, loving yes and no. Very simple. Learn to pick up on the soft yes and no's, which are communicated through your body, through feelings. Might be your hands burning a little bit, extra energy in your hands, extra energy in your chakras, any chakra really. Start to recognize it. Then hear the yes or no. You know, it's prominent. It's either a yes or it's either a no. So that's your level, like let's say 4 to 5, 6 kind of. Let's say from level 6 to 8 is when you begin following that yes and following that no and giving it recognition. You're enhancing. Now you're enhancing your spirit. So your spirit is now growing because you're listening, and your body is being connected with your spirit, and so is your mind. Your body, mind become connected with spirit. So from level 8 to 10, once you start following the yes, no feelings in your body, the next level, 8 to 10s, are basically when you start seeing in your mind's eye, you'll see a picture, like it comes as a picture frame, a vision, or you'll now start hearing thought forms. Like, it's not even hearing them actually. There's no speaking. Like, not that way. It's like telepathic communication. I get the vibe of what my spirit is trying to say to me, and it's always very soft. Your higher self will only say it once and then get out of your way, because essentially it's your path. It's your path. So that is how you can start building your intuition. And over time, if you gauge it by these levels that I just gave you, and you start following every single intuition, I promise you, there is no way that it will change your life. Change your life to the easier path for the highest good for you, because your soul always wants your highest good and gives you your easiest path. Now, one thing before I leave I want to say is, so my whole thing is like telepathic, but it might come to you, like I said, in visions. You have to find how your higher self likes to communicate with you. And a lot of it is going to be tapping into past lifetimes. However you communicated with your higher self or your oversoul or the Godhead in your past lives is the way you're in this soul, in this life right now, is going to be the most comfortable with communicating with your higher self. I may have that was too much information maybe, but whatever, it's said now. Love you guys. I hope that helps. If you have any comments on how you practice intuition, how you follow through intuition, your experience with it, what level you're at, I'd love to hear. Bye.